very rocky terrain. Oh my word. I've had a lot of questions about nutrition and how much to drink and eat during a stage of the Cape Epic. This is quite a difficult question to answer. It all depends on yourself and also on the day, the stage, the conditions, the weather, the heat. There's so many factors determining how much you're going to eat or drink and use during a stage. So I'll just run through the basic stuff that I use on a stage. I'd say 80 to 100 kilometer stage, moderate weather. And yeah, let me run through all the stuff from when I get on the bike at the start up until across the finish line at the end. Okay, so this is all the nutrition I carry with me on a stage. It seems like a lot, but once you put it into your pack, in your pockets, it actually spreads out quite nicely. I ride with 5 Tailwind sachets at 200 calories per sachet, and I put 2 of these into my USB pack. I ride with 2 drip drops, good form of rehydration, medical grade, keep this as an emergency. The other 3 Tailwinds go into my back pockets. I ride with 2 gels, I save these for emergencies and when I'm really going into a dark, deep hole. And 3 bar bars. These are 100 calories per bar. The water points are really well stocked, but I do like to ride with my own food. And if you ride with specific foods and you are used to specific nutrition, try and stick to what you're used to and what you trained with. Okay, so the way I would get onto the start line with nutrition, I'll have my USB pack with 2 sachets of Tailwind in, which is 400 calories. 1 650 ml bottle with 1 sachet with another 200 calories. And that's what I arrived on the start line with. The last few epics, we have not stopped at water point 1. My partner and myself have gone straight through. So our first time we'd stop to replenish our food would be at water point 2. And what we do there is, because we missed water point 1, is we fill up our bladder again with another 2 sachets of Tailwind, and then another bottle with another sachet of Tailwind. Just making sure we're keeping our calories up and having constant energy while we're riding. Then when we get to water point 3, another bottle, another sachet of Tailwind, but generally my bladder still has some fluids left. If I do need to top that up, I'll just top it up with a little bit of water and just leave it diluted with the Tailwind that's already inside. Water point 4, very important water point. You need to make sure that you're well hydrated when you're leaving, that you're well stocked with all your nutrition and fluids. You want to get to the finish line not thirsty, not hungry. An important thing is when you cross the finish line is rest. Rest is important. Recovery is important. Don't hang around the finish line chatting to friends for 3 hours. When you cross the finish line, have your recovery meal, have your shower, get out your kit, get in your back, get your massage, and just rest. You need to rest for day 5 and day 6, not for day 2. Remember, it's a long week out there. You need to think about yourself and the amount of time you're going to be spending on the bike. Okay, so at water point 4, and generally during an epic stage there are 4 water points. If the conditions are very extreme and the heat is very extreme, epic will sometimes add extra water points. So they do look out for the riders, and generally 4 water points are enough to get you through a stage. So when we get to water point 4, I fill my bladder up, I put another Tailwind into my bladder, and then in my bottle I put my 2 drip drops just to get all those electrolytes back into my system. And another option is to drink water and ice, or Coke water and ice, and mix up to whatever you find comfortable. Okay, so just a few tips. You can get yourself a soft flask like this. Folds up very small, keep in your back pocket. It's a really hot day, keep water in here to keep yourself cool, and you can pour it over yourself. Another cool thing is the sleeve. The sleeve is insulated, so it actually helps keep your liquids cold in your pack. If it's super hot outside, it does help to keep your liquid cooler for longer. Little Ziploc bags. You can use this to decant your own nutrition and work out how much nutrition you need per water point, and it's an easy way just to fill up your bottle. So 1 Ziploc bag would be 1 serving in your bottle. So you can work out how much that is, and generally you need to ride about 4 or 5 little sachets like this on you if you don't ride with sachets like this. A lot of guys struggle to eat when they're riding, and not because they can't eat, it's because they can't get to their food. While you're riding in very bumpy conditions, to try and open up this packaging is an absolute nightmare. So what I recommend you do before you get to the start line, grab some scissors, cut the end off as close as possible, and your bar just pushes out like that. Very easy. Another thing, don't always eat the whole bar, just eat half, and every 20 minutes have another bite. So what we do is we set a eat and drink reminder on our GPSs. We set a eat reminder for every 45 minutes and a drink reminder for every 20 minutes. So every 20 minutes and every 45 minutes, our GPS shouts at us to eat. And believe me, you will forget to eat and drink when you're out there. Okay, that's it from me about nutrition. Remember, stay fueled, stay hydrated, and finish every stage of the Cape Epic and finish the Cape Epic. Enjoy the ride. Cheers.